I'm going to show you how to candle an egg. This is one of the brighter lights. We're going to be candling a silky egg, so it's a little bit smaller, but let me show you how I do it. Okay, so you want to hold the egg with the fat end up, because the chick, by adjust their self, and the air is at the top, so if you're going with gravity, then you want to make sure that the chick is always sitting upwards. So if you look here, sorry, let me get this a better view for you. If you look, you can see the veins throughout the egg, and that's a really good sign. I'm going to scoot this over here so I can set it down. And then you can see, it's a really bright light. Can you see the air pocket at the very top of that egg? That's what you want to see, because when it's getting ready to hatch, he needs air. So you're going to see the air sac at the top, and then you should be able to also see, it's okay to have it lay flat like that, but what you're going to also see movement. Like, hold on one second. So if you watch real close, you can see the baby chick breathing and moving inside this egg. See that? So that's a good sign that the chick is doing well. A lot of the incubators come with the egg candler right on top of the incubator, but you can't see what's going on because all the details are from the top of the egg. And if you set the egg on top of a candler, you don't see much. Let me show you. Okay, so here's the egg on top of the candler. That's what you would be doing, essentially. Otherwise, you would have to turn the egg upside down. And again, you don't want to turn the egg upside down. So you can't see hardly anything if you candle this way. So let me show you one other thing. Here's a side view, and I guess, but see how the light leaks out? That doesn't really work very well. And I'm definitely not turning the egg upside down. That's just not how you're supposed to do it. So in my opinion, to buy a candler like this, and I'll put the link, is really your best way of doing it. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to get a good view. Also, you want to do this, it's still kind of light outside, but if it's like it's 7 o'clock, it's getting ready to the sun go down, but the best time to do it is at night. And when you're doing this looks like, I'm going to say this is around day, or like maybe 15-ish. There's quite a bit of growth left to do, but you don't want to leave it out too long of the incubator, because it is getting closer to hatch time. Okay, so I grabbed another egg, and a smaller egg this time. This one is getting closer to hatching. Do you see how there's the air cell at the top, but do you see how that other space is pretty full? Not as full, but still more full than the other one. So this one's a little closer. It still has quite a ways to go. Let me grab another one. So here's another one. This one is a little bit closer. It still has probably about 7 or 8 days also. I just wanted to show you. This was an egg that was completely filthy. So I did have to wash it, and I put wash on there. So there goes the myth of you can't wash your eggs before you hatch. In this situation, I went ahead and did it because the egg would not only contaminate the whole batch of eggs that I'm hatching, but when the chick hatched, it just wouldn't have been good. So I went ahead and washed it to take that chance. Because there's a bloom on the outside of each egg that protects bacteria from getting in. And I take a risk of bacteria getting in if... Okay, hold on. If I wash them, then bacteria could possibly get in. But then if you put a dirty egg in here, well, that's even more bacteria. So I figured washing 1 or 2 eggs would be fine to save the whole batch from getting contaminated. Okay, so that's candling. Let me show you this baby that just hatched before I get off of here. Because I know you can hear the little squeak in the background. This is the baby. This is a Silkie. And this is about 6 hours from, maybe a little shorter from hatching. This one's going to be white. Let me show you. They have black skin. Everything's black. The feet are black. And they have 5 toes. Like that. Once my silkies start drying off like this, I don't leave them. It's pretty warm right here. I got my hand, it's warm. But I don't leave them in the incubator too long because of splay leg, and they can injure themselves. So I get them right into the brooder in a small little pen just for them under the heat, and they're perfectly fine that way. The reason why people have problems is because they put them in a big old brooder. They can't find the heat, or they put them with different size other baby chicks and they get picked on. So as long as you have them in their own separate little area with them and that age group, then they do a lot better. So if he was or she was to become cold, you'd hear screaming, chirping type noises. Right now he's just talking to me. It's probably the first time human contact, so he just seems very happy and content. But I will put this one back. I want him to get a little bit drier. And I got him on a paper towel so that he can't hurt his leg. I call them all he for some reason, even though they probably are not. Well, for sure they're not all he's, but it's just the thing I have. I do call them baby he's. This one looks like a little girl for sure because she has the little V on her. And then another thing I do pretty quickly, once they're in there, I give them a drop of water. I can show you how I do that. Let's do that real quick. You stay here on this warm little towel. I'm going to get you a drink. So I'll go ahead and put some water here. And you just want to give them a tiny, tiny drop. And they're usually pretty thirsty. I know people say, oh, they can go 3 days. Well, I'd like to see you go 3 days as a newborn baby. So I just put a little drop on my finger, and just the tip of the nose like that. Just like that. See, and they grabbed it. And he was thirsty. So up here is the nostrils. You don't want water in that. That will hurt them. So let me go ahead and put this cutie back. You do not want them out for more than a few minutes. Not even that. Because they get cold really fast. So there the baby is on the paper towel. And they do sleep about 24 hours with very short, brief periods where they wake up and they look around and they go right back to sleep. So don't worry if they're not eating and drinking. Just give them a little drop of water every couple of hours on the very tip of their nose, and they'll probably sleep the rest of the time. And then the next day they'll be waking up more. This is the time where they're right underneath mama and just staying warm. So if this one hatched and became like crying, like really screaming, some babies do that, and that I take them out because they're not comfortable in the brooder. That means that they're cold, or they're hot, or they're thirsty. So I take them out, get them a drink, get them warm, and usually they quiet right down. They could even be lonely in there. Some baby chicks just don't do well, but this one's very tired, resting very well. So I will just leave this baby in here. So if you got any helpful information out of this video, like and subscribe for my next video. I do breed silkies, so I try to make videos here and there. Leave me a comment on what you want to see, and I'll see if I can put a video together for you. Thank you.